Hi, I'm Tinny from Medieval Design, and this is my second video of the day. Now, I was going to do it outside, but it clouded up, as you can see, and it's starting to mist and rain. It's kind of nasty out, and I didn't want to go outside. So, what I'm going to do today is, the first video was kind of labor-intensive. You wouldn't believe how much work there is to set the timing on this and get the pots cooled down to the right temperature, and then shoot it, and then speed it up and cut it up. So this is going to be an easy one. Shug Emery, has a YouTube channel, does a lot of hammock stuff and a lot of juggling. He's an entertainer, and a very good one. We sent stuff back and forth. He sent me this 3 meals the other day, and I did one a while back. Puttanesca, I think. This one is banana pudding. Now, I'm going to do this one right now because it's fairly easy. And then this evening, I'm going to do this one, which is Big Easy Gumbo. So, anyway, let's get into this. This is made by Packet Gourmet, and this is the good stuff. This isn't Mountain House. This is the good stuff. Okay, now, I got to read the directions here a little bit before I get too far into this. And I can take everything out. I've got a thing that looks like croutons. I think it's actually shortbread or something that's been dried. And then I've got the main packet that the pudding is in. And then I have toasted coconut also. So, these bags are flat-bottom bags that fold out so they'll stand right up, which is really nice. Okay. But I still got to read the directions. Okay. Open bag pudding mix, remove clay desiccant, wherever that is in there, we got to get it out. We don't want to eat that. Give you digestive problems. Ooh, there it is right in the top. Okay, we'll take that out. Remove clay desiccant and discard. Pour mix into outer bag. Okay, now I'm not going to do this in the bag. I'm just that kind of guy. I'm going to do it in a pot, because if I was going to do this out on the trail, I'd do it in a pot. Now, you probably noticed for this pot is I do this a lot. Because my hands are full opening stuff, I put the pot between my knees. Now, there's an interesting story that goes with that. Okay, let's get to the next part of this. I'll tell you the rest of the story while I'm stirring. Pour mix into our bag. Add 5 ounces of cool water. I can do that. 5 ounces. That's going to be a little tough. I've got a half a cup here. That's 4 ounces. But we're not making plutonium, so I imagine there's a little room for air here. There's 4. And I'm going to guesstimate that to be another one. I'm going to call that 5. Okay. Now, this would work mixing it just fine in the bag out on the trail. I just prefer to do it in a pot. Okay. Cool water. Stir with the handle of your long handle spoon. That's to get in the corners of the bag. If you're mixing it in the bag, the square corners, they use the small end to get in there and to get it going around. Okay, it says stir with the handle of the spoon, then zip and massage bag to blend thoroughly. Watch those corners. Let's stand 5 minutes. Well, I'm doing this in a regular pot, which doesn't have those pesky little corners, so it's very easy for me to stir this. Very easy. That's one reason why I'm doing it in a pot instead of in a bag. Okay, you want to see what this looks like? It just looks like yellow goo right now, but it smells like bananas. That's a good sign. And I think we got something going here. Okay, now I'm going to tell you the story, and I'm going to put the lid on this. I'm going to cheat and try it. Oh, yeah. Put my lid on. I'm going to let that set 5 minutes. Okay, the story is that when I'm out on the trail sitting on a log or something, you got your pack, it's just not ideal conditions to do anything. I quite often put my pot between my knees. Well, unfortunately, when you're doing that between your knees and you're moving around, you don't have the control this way with your knees that you have with your fingers. So sometimes what happens is you put a little bit extra pressure on, and if you're using a beer can pot, it's gone. So that's just one thing you might want to think of. If you're going to use a beer can pot, don't put it between your knees. Set it down somewhere. It'll be just as well. Might save you some grief, because I have crushed beer can pots that way between my knees. Okay. I'm going to shut the camera off. In 5 minutes I'll turn it back on. We'll go to the next step. Okay, I'm back, and it's been 5 minutes. Now, what they say to do next is, these are called toasty cakes. And it says to take the toasty cakes, between my knees again, see, and put them in the pudding. This is really fun. This is really high quality stuff. And just the smell of it, I mean, you know it's going to be a real treat. These toasty cakes, okay, I've got those in there. And it says to stir them in, depending on how you like them, to stir them in, and if you want them soft and mushy, to let it set 5 minutes. If you like them really crunchy, you can eat right now, and anything in between. So, I'm going to let these set 5 minutes so I don't cut my gums or anything on them. And after 5 minutes is up, I'll be back. Okay, it's been 5 minutes, and believe it or not, while I was waiting for this 5 minutes, girls just came back from the post office, and they stopped at the antique store and spent all my money. Bought a hanger and an antique trivety thing to hang an egg beater on. So while I was waiting, I went out and got an electric drill and drilled a hole in the cabinet, climbed up on a chair and hung that for him. So, okay, now, this should be ready to go. The only thing I have left to do, and this is what it looks like, the only thing I have left to do is to sprinkle it with the toasted coconut, which is in a very nice little bag, Ziploc bag. Put that in there. Ooh, I gotta tell you, this is fine cuisine. I'm not used to this kind of cuisine. This is, wow. Look at that. Yeah, that looks like something you'd get in a fancy restaurant. And I shouldn't be eating it before I eat my supper, but I'm a big boy, I can hack it. Wow. You better like bananas, because this is very banana-y. And the little cake pieces are still a little bit crunchy. Very interesting. Very tasty. If I was on the trail, this would be fantastic. And it weighs almost nothing. You don't even have to boil water. It would be great for a midday snack. So I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design. Get out and hike. Take a friend. Enjoy the great outdoors. And more important than anything, have a really great day. Bye-bye.
Beth probably doesn't want to because she's not big on bananas.
Good, isn't it? Yeah, I thought so.